I think one simple sentence I would say is that unelected bureaucrats shouldn't write laws. But who are the unelected bureaucrats working for? That's a separation of powers issue. All of the bureaucracy of government works for the president. And so we have abdicated our role as Congress. People say, well, Obamacare was 2,000 pages. That's so long. Well, yeah, that's pretty long. But the regulations are already 20,000 pages. So much of it's being done without our knowledge, but without us doing what we need to do. So there's this debate right now over defunding the immigration, the executive order. I'm all for that. However, I'm for that and about 1,000 other things on every bill. I want 1,000 instructions or thousands of instructions on every appropriation bill. And people say, oh, you're just trying to tie the hands of the president. That's our job. I don't care if it's a Republican president. The power of the purse, when people talk about the power of the purse, those are instructions. We've been writing sort of outlines of bills, sending them to the president, and no matter which party they are, they do whatever they want. But as a consequence, they do many things that we didn't intend. I also think that regulations that are written that are very expensive, like over $100 million, ought to come back. Jim was the lead sponsor of something called the REINS Act when he was in the Senate. I have it now. It says that any regulation written by a bureaucrat, written by another branch of government that is very, very expensive, has to come back and be voted on to become law by the Congress. That would go a long way towards reasserting our authority and reasserting the balance of powers.